And over that side, it felt like a demoralising start. You must be pulling your hair out about these slow starts that we're having.
It's not a slow start. It's an unacceptable start, to be honest, and that's not good enough from any of us, me included. You know, you could then look at the shape and say, did I get that wrong? And you start to, you know, 'cause I say it every week, the first thing you've got to do is look at yourself individually, and I'm the first person to do so. But the players have then got to do the same and look at themselves and say, was that an acceptable performance to put in? And the answer is no, it wasn't. We were lucky to be in the game, to be honest, to get it back to 2-1 at that point. You know, Queen's in Queen's defence, they started the game really positively, really well. You know, but it was too easy. It was far too easy. The gaps between our defence, our back four, our midfield were massive, and they were playing into those little pockets of space, turning and driving at us. And you know, that's not. At one point, I think their centre half runs from 18-yard line all the way to the edge of our box, and there's things that you're just going, it's bizarre, and it's hard to then put your finger on exactly what's went wrong when so much has went wrong for the opening half hour. I think the goal that we score is really good. You know, I think Skooks plays out a lovely pass, Josh a great touch, and Ranks is there to finish it off, which it gave us a foothold in the game, and it settled us down a little bit after that. And I thought, to be honest, second half we started actually really well, and we were unfortunate to lose the goal. Listen, from our perspective, it's really poor to lose a goal when, you know, they've got a throw in their own defensive third, maybe 10 yards from their byline, and they manage to get the ball out to this side and they score from that. So that, from us, is something that we need to look at, something I need to look at. You know, why we're not set up properly. Because again, you know, I say it all the time, I look at myself first and foremost. So at that point you're feeling, oh my goodness, it's 3-1, and I felt as if we were in the ascendancy to go and make it 2 each. We then go and make it 3-2, and I felt after that, the last 15 minutes, we were a wee bit naive at times, and a little bit, you know, we were forcing it. I think we felt once we got it to 3-2 that every single time we got the ball we tried to score a goal, and we almost played into Queen's hands a little bit. You know, they do what they do. Listen, the time wasted and whatnot, but that's because they got the opportunity to do so. We gave them the opportunity to do it by, number one, allowing them to go ahead in the game, and then giving away needless fouls and silly little niggly ones that allowed them to do that. So, you know, there's no complaints from me in that sense, because we've allowed it to happen. But moving forward, listen, you know, said that to the players, you can't do anything about it. You've got to then move forward. We've got 7 games to go. You know, our target is to get into those playoffs, and there's absolutely no reason why we can't. You know, there's no point in being doom and gloom, but the thing we've got to fix is, you know, defensively as a unit, defensively as a team, we can't play like that, because if you know, we spoke before the game, if we could be strong defensively, our fancies to win the game. We scored another 2 goals. We scored 2 goals last week, but we've lost 6. So that's where the problem lies, not just with the back four, as I say, defensively as a team, and that's something that we need to address before we go to Inverness next week.
Cheers.